come join me as I unbox a package from the washi tape shop, and I'll also have a Dutch door set up, a fun one. If you would like to see how I use these fun tapes, stay tuned. What's up everyone, this is Priya here. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning. And if this is the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Here I share tips, ideas and inspiration to make your planner and journal spreads pretty and functional. As you can see, I have two smaller rolls and a big long one. And thank you to all of you who use my affiliate links and codes. I did use a bit of my affiliate income to pick up a few things here. And washi tape just decided to add a few more. So I really appreciate that gesture. Thank you, Washi Tape Shop, for sending these my way. And I usually like to save that label with the name on it. And I like to, sorry, I didn't realize I was a bit out of frame. And I usually like to keep my nails intact. I use those tweezers and I just stick the name right inside the roll so that we can have the name accessible. And again, even for this, the tweezers are something I really like to use. And this is the Leisurely Days pre-cut washi tapes. And it is just like a sticker. You can just pick it up and use it as a sticker. And this is, I'm just going through, I'm not fast forwarding this, just this is real time, as I was trying to make sure I don't damage my fresh coat of paint on my nails. And that is the Leisurely Days, quite a lot of girls. And you can see that there are some leisurely activities like walking the dog, reading a book in the park, and spending some time in the garden, something just stepping outside, standing on the balcony, all of those. And these are fun girls you can add, and that is where we are until we see how that is neatly cut, kiss cut. And that is the pre-cut Leisurely Days. And for anything at the washi tape shop, my code Priya10 earns you 10% off. But if there is a sale going on, say sometimes they have a spring sale or a summer sale, and it's usually like 18% off, that's definitely a better deal. So I would really appreciate it if you would shop through my link. And this is the Spring Awakening. Again, see, this time I think I'm more mindful of staying in frame. And that's the easiest way to take that off without damaging your nails. And it just comes off very easily after that. So this I think came out last year, and this is a pre-cut version this time. Again, I'm back to my tweezers. I could have sped up this part, but I just wanted to make sure that I give you the real struggles as we not struggles in the sense that you have to be careful because you don't want to tear any of it, right? And it's really gorgeous details on these, so you would not want to damage any of the artwork on there. And this is the set of scenes, lots of scenes you can make, and see how it is again kiss cut, and you can just build your layers. And that I think is where the repetition comes, so you get quite a lot of the tape before you get the repetition in the patterns. There's quite a lot to choose from. So even if you want multiple ones, you just roll out the tape and you have multiple pieces to build a bigger scene if you want to stay uniform to what you have going on. And just making sure I have the name tag intact so that I can just stick it inside. And I usually try and stick it to the top of the roll so that it can be read from the top. And now comes the Little Red Riding Hood. And this one is a 3-piece set, and it's 50 mm each, 3 wide washi tapes. And this one has 3 themes going on, if you notice carefully. So one would be the Little Red, of course, the Little Red Riding Hood. And then we have the sneaky big bad wolf. And then we have the Grandma's iconic cottage. Grandma's iconic cottage. And again, you can have scenes build. So these are all hand illustrated, so really pretty designs. So just we will take off again, the tweezers will come in handy again. I'm just double checking I have all the names right. So this is, let's just open it. So again, you can see that there are lots of these small details like these butterflies or the log in the forest or the snail, or some of these smaller elements do come in handy, as I am just being extra careful, and that is why you see me take it off carefully. Again, I did not want to damage my nails. It was freshly coated. So now we have the first tape already, and it is, I'm just sticking the butterfly back on there. And this is the Little Red Riding Hood. You can see how gorgeous the details are. And I'm just trying to make sure where we get to before repeating patterns come about. And that is a Little Red Riding Hood. And you will see more of these in the plan with me. And on to the next roll. And this looks like Grandma's cottage, Grandma's iconic cottage. Again, just trying to remove it carefully so that we don't have to damage the smaller elements there. And next, this is the Grandma's cottage, and you see all the gorgeous details on there, and some of the scenes that we can build using all those elements. I will try and zoom in a bit more when I do the plan with me, because it might be more appealing to you when you have the elements in use. And I think that's a better way of, especially with these smaller elements, so many other smaller components to it. I think it totally makes sense if you can see it in action, right? So I think I will do that. And this would be the third and the last washi tape in the set. And this is the sneaky big bad wolf. And we remove the... No, I think this is the... Yeah, sorry about that. This is Grandma's iconic cottage, and the other one was the big bad wolf. And you have all of those inside the house kind of scenes, and then gorgeous details, I must say. And yeah, some of those elements are so cute. So now let's get to the plan with me, and I have some coordinating colors for the boxes from Mojo Jojo Plans. And most of the washi tapes you see on the right are Planny Thing, and some from Live Love Posh. So I'm just using a couple of sticker books from from Mojo Jojo Plans, in fact, to make sure the journal stays flat, because I'm in the later half of the journal. The journal itself is an A5 and it is from Happy Planner, and I have all the affiliate links and codes down in the description. And for the Happy Planner, there is no code, just my affiliate link. I would really appreciate it if you would consider shopping through my links and codes whenever possible. So I'm trying to count the number of pages needed, and this is the last setup I have going on here. And this plan with me is already out. And for Mojo Jojo Plans, Live La Posh, Planything, and a few other shops, my code Priya10 is the same. It earns you 10% off, just like with the washi tape shop. So each page I'll have 3 doors, Dutch doors, and each page will have a different theme. So with the first one, I'm starting with Grandma's Cottage. So that is, I think, a good place to start. And I very honestly have not seen any of the movies, be it like any of the Disney movies or any of these fairy tales kind of things. This is not exactly like a fairy tale, but even then, I've not seen any of those. Because growing up overseas, I think there are lots more restrictions, so I never got around to actually seeing the movies. All I have experience with is with the storybooks. And that, I think, is the first layer, but that looks a bit off if you ask me. So yeah, some of those layers are really a bit seeping into each other. So that's the first one. And the Grandma's Cottage, we will do the other side easily, but we will get to the next layer now. And we are going for the wolf and his cottage and all that. So we are trying to again build some scenes, some peek into what his world would look like. And these are really fun elements. Again, you can use it anywhere. And let me know in the comments if you have actually seen the movie or the show. Is there even a movie? I don't know. Or is it just like the series that many TV series that happen worldwide? Is it one of them? I'm not sure. Let me know if you have seen a non-book version of this in your life, or what you found better. Is it the actual book, or is it like the movie or the series? Whatever visually you saw, what was it that you liked better? And going for the next layer, again, I thought the horizontal Dutch doors made more sense here because of all those elements that you can build. And again, I'm trying to make sure I don't have the exact kind of rectangular scenes right next to each other when layered, when you open the page. And we will come and add all of those smaller filler elements later, but as of now, I'm building the main structure. So that's the thought process behind here. And that is the wolf peeking into the house and seeing all those scenes. And on to the next Dutch door, and I'm just keeping it very simple because there's already a lot going on with all the images and the storytelling already happening within the designs. So I thought it made more sense to actually just keep it very minimally decorated. And I'm cutting off some of the elements to just align it slightly differently so that it can fit into the space we already have. And just keeping with the whole story and the whole aesthetics of this. And let me know if you like these washi tape stickers, because if you ask me, I really prefer thin elements like the washi tape stickers or the clear stickers for that matter, because it does not add a whole lot of bulk to your already chunky journal. And I do get this question a lot as to when people see me do Dutch tours all the time, the people keep wondering how chunky my journals get. And I do share some of the after the pens and some of the filled in versions of all the journals I have, because I make sure that I use the elements very wisely. I choose the elements, the material, all of that very wisely or with a well thought out process or plan, because otherwise you do end up with really chunky journals. So now it is time to get into some distress oxides, and I'm going to be using some scrap paper underneath just so that I can get a bit more of a smoother blend, and just making sure I have some of those sky-like colors behind every scene. And I'm also going to kind of add that same colors to the other side. I could have come and added some other elements, but I just decided to keep it simple like this so that we can have more fun elements layered on the left page as well. So again, all of those filler elements come in quite handy because I wanted to do the sky first before I came and added these smaller elements. And if you can see, for here I'm just bringing in elements from all the three tapes. And you do have some really pretty scenes that you can build here. And again, just keeping those layers intact so that you do have some visual appeal when you kind of make sure that you see what those elements would look like. And moving the things a bit to the other side, a bit to the side, just with all those smaller pieces. And it's perfectly kiss cut. And you can even cut it separate if you want to in the gaps so that it will look as if it's all different pieces starting off. And you can see how you can build a forest. And those logs are absolutely cute. Let me know which of the elements you see in here you find the cutest, because there are lots of these elements which really bring the spread together. And I will now, again, as I said, I'm intermixing all the different elements from the other tapes as well. And now we will finish off the scenes in the back just so that we will have some cohesive look. And just trying to make use of the space and the shapes that we have already cut out so that we will have some visual impact, something to look at, something beautiful and really cute scenes that you can really look at when you turn the page. And yeah, this was something I would not have picked up, and thanks to the washi tape shop who just decided to pick this set for me and send it my way. And I'm now bringing in these brick washi tapes from the Planny thing that was from the March subscription box. And no codes are applicable on the subscription boxes, but you do want to use somebody's affiliate link if you want to support them. So mine is definitely linked below. And there's no long term commitment. You can cancel if you think you don't like it, which I doubt usually happens. But you can cancel after 2 fully paid months. And I'm just using that paper trimmer, the handy dandy portable paper trimmer, to cut the washi tapes in half so that it will use up less space. And that paper trimmer, along with the paper clip, the vintage lady arm paper clip, and these scissors, the smaller one, you see, are all from Journal Say. And my code Priya earns you 8% off a Journal Say. And this time again, I'm going with the slimmer option. So just line it at the center because you do have the line. And that is the easiest way of making sure it is straight. Otherwise, you will end up with crooked bricks. So that is kind of the scene all laid out. And we will come and add some more filler elements. Just some of the furniture and some pieces of wall hangings and armoire and all that you might find in a regular house. Just making sure some of those layers are on top of these brick washi. And please make sure you check out the other setups, fun Dutch door setups I have already on my channel. And I do have tutorials if you want to see how you can get started with a gyro cut. I have all that linked in the description. And please don't hesitate to ask me anything if you have any questions on anything that I do and you would like me to address some of that. Please don't hesitate. Just shoot me a DM either on Instagram or drop in a message in the description, along in the comments, of course, and I will make sure I answer them because I do respond to every single comment, and I think that personal connection truly matters. So I'm using some of these spring sticker books from Mojo Jojo Plans, trying to balance out some of the colors that we have going on. And please come follow me on Instagram. I do share more sneaks and a bit more about myself. And even if the spreads don't quite make it to YouTube as a video, it definitely shows up on my feed. So please make sure you come hang out there, and it's tons of inspiration you're talking about there. And if you like today's video and you like my setups and all the other fun creative ideas I experiment with in multiple sized journals and planners, please make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification so that you wouldn't miss any of the future videos, and make sure you check that all button when you do so. And please do share it with anybody who would like something as cute as this or would like to get started with something in the Dutch doors world. And I do have tutorials for beginners, just starting off with simple elements that you can put together. And yet it would be so fun if you can get to more advanced ones. And I do have Dutch door setups all the way from beginner friendly all the way to far more advanced. And thank you for all the love that you guys have showered, and I truly, truly appreciate that. And this grass washi is also part of the Planning Things subscription. So if you grab the subscription box, you will have this one also. And it's been a washi tape that I'm reaching for quite often, I must say. And thank you to Planything who does sends this ahead of time so that I can share with all of you. And I really, really appreciate all the love that you guys shower. And let me know what your favorite component from what you see is. Is it the distress oxides? I do have a full playlist of all the distress oxide setups that I have done. And thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Bye.